You're watching Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. My in-studio guest this evening, former District Court Judge, now Governor Special Assistant, and the Administrator to the Veterans Affairs Office, none other than Judge John Unpingco.
Hi.
Your Honor, how you doing?
Fine, thank you.
I still have to call you Your Honor. The respect ni, respeto ni masakali ni Sainata, no?
Yes.
Anyway, Judge, thank you again very much for coming on the show. A lot of issues that folks want to talk about regarding veterans and veterans affairs and their treatment, cemetery, and all that. Let's start off with the fact that, or let's get the understanding or the clarification between local. Are you locally funded, or are you federally funded, or both?
A little bit of both,
okay.
But we're mainly funded locally.
Okay.
We do get reimbursements for burials, burials up for veterans,
okay,
up to $300 per burial from the VA.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. So basically, all Veterans Affairs, the Guam Veterans Affairs Office, basically you rely on, basically you can apply for federal grants.
Yes. But
it's not a consistent thing. You got to work at it to get that. So you don't have an offsetting cost from the office. 30% local, 70% federal government. It's all locally funded.
Yes.
To the tune of, on an annual basis?
An annual basis, about $430,000.
$430,000. And how many veterans do you service? Or if all of them were to come in, all the veterans would go up?
We'll be flooded. But we service approximately 4,000 to 5,000 veterans. That's on the record. And some others on a walk-in basis. But for official purposes, 4,000, over 4,000.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about, and quite a few of my callers in the morning show. As a matter of fact, if you want to interact with us tonight, you can give us a call at 632-8255, 632-8255, or 632-TALK. Give us a call and talk to former District Court Judge John Unpingco, now the Administrator for the Veterans Affairs Office and Governor Special Assistant. But Judge, let's get this straight now, because quite a few of our veterans here who now have been diagnosed with PTSD and this Agent Orange situation and all that have to get clearance from the higher Veterans Office.
Yes, in Hawaii, they usually get their clearance there, and they go through some evaluation here, and Naval Hospital usually does.
Now, do they? Now, how does that work? Not being a veteran, how does that work? Do they first come to the Veterans Affairs Office and then they're funneled through another entity, or how does that work?
Usually, they come to Veterans Affairs Office. Okay. And then their claim is submitted by our people, and then they go for a checkup over at a Naval Hospital.
Naval Hospital.
Yes. Okay.
Now, say an emergency basis, and they're a vet, and they don't have time to wait to get the clearance from the Hawaii office, as a lot of our veterans have. A lot of them seek. And can they avail themselves to Naval Hospital or Guam Memorial Hospital, and then being reimbursed by the federal government?
There's a veterans hotline for veterans who are of suicidal ideations or suicidal ideas. Okay. And they in turn try to help the veteran. Okay. But for our side, if a veteran comes in and he needs help very badly, we expedite things. We can cut through some of the red tape for him to be seen at Naval Hospital.
Now, Your Honor, as well, this is, we have a unique situation here in Guam with our veterans being very basically disconnected from the nearest clearinghouse, basically, or veterans to get their approvals. We're unique here, but really we're not unique in the sense that of veterans going through a lot of this bureaucratic red tape that they have to as well, right?
We're not unique. Yeah, that's an unfortunate byproduct, but we have to abide by the rules. And the veterans here with PTSD, very worst cases, still have to get clearance or still have to get approval from the Hawaii folks.
Now, do they have to be evaluated in Hawaii? Can they be evaluated here?
They're evaluated here.
Okay.
They can also get telephone interviews and other clinical diagnosis and medical care through the Naval Hospital.
Veteran Cemetery.
Yes.
Over the past years, there's been, of course, situations down there, overgrown grass, the lack of maintenance, not enough personnel to really have an upkeep of the Veteran Cemetery, and very dishonoring to our men and women who have served, or men and women who have fallen, have succumbed to, again, the ultimate sacrifice. We're going to talk about that when we come back, but again, there's rules and regulations that you put in place, or I guess have been in place.
Have been in place.
Okay.
Ever since before the cemetery was turned over to the Veterans Affairs.
Ever since.
Ever since, yes.
Anyway, we're going to talk about that and open up the phone lines for your calls and views. Remember, 632-8255 to talk to us tonight, and to former Judge John Unpingco. Be right back.